Good evening to everyone on Body Mind Soul Magazine platform. Welcome to TGIF with Christina. And yes, finally I am back. And if you're wondering what happened to me, nothing happened to me. It's just that we have new arrangement with TGIF once again. So today it's going to talk about TGIF with Christina, Rekindle, Nature and Self. And I want to know, how do you all feel in the past 2 weeks when we have TGIF Men's Circle, where we have two handsome men, I would say oppa. In the Korean way, we call them oppa already. Definitely, they are qualified to be oppa. Yeah, so we will be alternating our TGIF. 1 week will be me appearing with IG, live on IG, YouTube, as well as Facebook. And the next week, we will have TGIF Men's Circle. We also hope that, with the Men's Circle, we can also create a space or a safe space for men to express themselves. So for TGIF with Men's Circle, TGIF Men's Circle, we will not go live on IG, which is Instagram, as you can see me right now, but we will definitely be on YouTube as well as Facebook. So it has been a raining Friday, and I receive, news from the mainstream media that to have a flash flood alert on the Klang Valley. So to all those who might be staying at a potentially flood area, do take care of yourself and update check the updates on the government resources so that if everything is safe. But of course, we hope for safe and sound. So how's everyone doing? And I'm sure you kind of miss my voice. I hope you miss my voice. Yeah, so I have two questions as usual for TGIF with Christina. It's more or less, it's a platform where we exchange our views. If this is the first time you're joining us on Instagram or on YouTube, or even on Facebook. So drop me a hi, say hello to me, and let me know where are you coming from, where are you tuning in from. I love to chat with the audience. So difference with TGIF Men's Circle and TGIF Christina is Christina is alone, so I can only chat with you. With Men's Circle, there are two men joining and having conversation together, and that will be wonderful. So my conversation will be having it together with all of you over here. So do let me know, where are you tuning from, and also say hi to me. So there are two questions from me to all of you when we talk about rekindle, nature, and self. First thing is, do you enjoy silence? That's the first thing. Do you enjoy silence? Because I realize there are people, they feel empty or they feel awkward when things are silenced. So there are two types of silence that we are talking about here. One is when you are silenced alone. When you're alone and you don't listen to anything, you don't watch anything, basically you just spend time with yourself in that silence moment. So that's one. Second is if it is a silent moment and you are with a group of friends and everyone just happened to be not talking, do you enjoy that silent moment? Okay. So second questions that I have for everyone to ponder on is, how about being in the nature? Do you enjoy yourself being in the nature? And when you're in the nature, what do you normally do? Okay, so these are the two questions. Do say hi and let me know where you're tuning in from, and share with me, what is your thoughts about, do you enjoy silence, whether it's on Instagram, whether it's on Facebook or YouTube. Hi Tian, I saw you on Instagram. Hello. I thought you usually catch me on Facebook. Anyway, nice to see you. And to Erica, Ashadi, I hope you're still there. And also on Facebook, and let me know who is on the line with me. Hi Tina, long time no see. I love silence. When in nature I breathe. Yes, and that's exactly what the caption is all about. The caption that I had was a quote from Rumi. Listen to silence. It has so much to say. And there's another powerful quote from Lao Tzu. Silence is silence. If I'm not mistaken, something along the line that silence is strength because it is filled with answer. if I'm not mistaken, something like that from Lao Tzu as well. So you see, all those great philosophers, great teachers, great gurus, they all praise of silence. They all praise of how silence can give us the depth, right? I love Rumi too, Tina. I love Rumi too. He is such a wise man. That's all I can say. And yeah, so what happened to me recently is I managed to go on to nature, to a park. And, in the past, when we are kind of locked down at home, we have so much time. And it kind of like it's like the environment kind of shaped us to be in silence, but not exactly in silence. It's just that there was a phase of transition where you are so busy with life and suddenly you are just being confined at home and you have nothing else to do. And that is one of the silence that we talk about. But now things are opening up, right? And we getting busier. And of course, all the companies or organizations, we are all going, after certain achievements, certain numbers, certain things to be set. And I noticed, hey, I have not been spending some time in silence in nature. And I recently wrote an article that was published in bodymindsoul.com.my website. It's called Rekindle. Yeah, it's basically, it was a memory that I pull out. And because of that memory that I pull out and wrote the article, I actually went and revisit and re-experience, rekindle with nature. And that's how I can rekindle back with myself. And that is exactly what I want to share. So I went on check, and the word rekindle, what it means, it actually means relight, like relight a fire or revive something. So I personally noticed that I kind of like underestimate the power of nature. So what happened was last week I spent almost, I think, half a day at Taman Botanical Cyberjaya. It's a beautiful park where you have lots of room to walk, lots of room to ponder in silence. And one of the thing was I went with a group of friends with kids. That is absolutely something new for me. I've never, go out with a bunch of kids in the nature. And I want to say a big shout out to all the parents over there. I salute you. I see how my friends taking care of the children, right? I really admire them. Children's energy is something that I admire. Sometimes we just hope we are children. Okay. So what happened is in that nature, I realized that, like what Tina said over here, when we are in nature, when we are in silence, we breathe. And even with that group of friends, all of us suddenly can just go quiet and be in our own space and just be quiet. Whatever that everyone wants to do, we just give that space to each other. I remember I had that silent moment for about 5 to 10 minutes, and I just closed my eyes and just breathe in and breathe out. And when I inhale and exhale, what I notice is my body start to change. I didn't know my body was intense, it's feeling a lot of tension, especially on the shoulder area, you know, and then when I just inhale and exhale, and I just focus on inhale and exhale, I start to feel as though there are energy and goosebumps, like ants walking around your shoulders, and that's exactly how I feel. I have Ashadi. Oh, hi, Ashadi over here. Answer two questions. Number one, yes, I ensure and enjoy silent moment at the end of the day after work. Oh, wow, that's a very great practice on Instagram. Number two, especially in nature, it makes me feel calm, relaxed, and release. You know, the thing is, a lot of us are so used to being in an environment of stressful until a point that we don't even know we are feeling tremendous of stress. Oh my God, my Instagram is hanged. Hi, Ashadi, can you let me know I'm back? Just just say okay, that will do. Yeah. So, right? And because of that, we are kind of like lost touch with nature. We live, especially those who are staying in a high-rise building or work in high-rise building. Oftentimes, we are really lost touch with ground, with earth, with earth. And even me staying in a landed property as well, I notice my disconnection with nature. So what really inspired me to go to the park is because of the article that I wrote. I pull out the memory where I spent on a silent contemplation of an hour silent contemplation in one of the retreat. And I realized that is exactly what I need because I was feeling lots of stress at that point of time. And that 30 minutes of a silent contemplation, Asadi said, yes, you are back. Okay, thank you. And that 30 minutes of silent contemplation is truly, truly what needed. It gave me a lot of healings. Sometimes we thought we need to rent out things, we need to voice things out, we need to, whatever it is, we need to talk to people. But there are times all we need is just to be with ourselves and listen to the silence. And oftentimes this is very challenging, especially for people who are extrovert, who are so used to having friends around them, having people around them. Introverts that tends to be okay with silence and they enjoy that silent moment. With all respect, yeah, whether introvert or extrovert, it's just my personal observation and my personal experience when I talk to my friends. And yeah, and where was I? Okay, yeah. So we are so stressful that we don't even know we needed the nature. And nature can do so many wonders for us. We thought it only happens when we go on vacation. So I'm not sure about your vacation. My vacation usually is to the beach, to the nature, somewhere retreat, or at least there are some nature in the scene a few days. That's where I realized it's not the vacation that is doing the healing. It is actually the nature that is doing the healing. And because I rekindle with nature, and that is where I kind of reconnect back with myself and start healing as well. I have a few over here. Kevin over here say good reminder. Thank you. Loon, thank you very much. Eva, hey, Eva, how are you? How is everything with you? And yeah, so I'm going to be alternating the weeks with TGIF with Christina as well, the TGIF Mansoko. So just to let you know, so next week we will have the Mansoko. Yeah, Asadi over there is saying, focus on breathing. Yes, exactly. And that is what we need. So when you are in the nature, okay, and you have that moment where you can be in silence, all you need to do is just focus on your breathing, and then you take in like maybe a 5 to 10 times of breathing, just a normal inhale and exhale. Then you observe again, how is your body? How is your body reaction? How is your body feeling? What I do when I was in the nature to rekindle with nature, and then I rekindle back with myself, is I just enjoy sitting on the ground of the grass underneath a beautiful tree, facing whatever scenery that you have in front of you. For me, it was a lake. And I just breathe in the air, the wind, the sunlight into my body. And that's where I notice my body react towards the healing from the nature. The power of Mother Earth is so important that I myself neglected about it. I myself forgotten about it. And I thought today would be a good day. It's rainy day. Last time when we were kids, we are not allowed to go out to walk under the rain. Recently, I start walking under the rain and it feels so good. It actually makes me happy. So being in the nature, when you observe your body and then give yourself another few more breath, maybe at least 10 breaths when you observe your body and your body start to relax. So breathe in and out another 10 more breaths with your eyes closed, okay? And then when you open up your eyes, you just observe the thoughts that is flying or going through in your mind. Let's see what kind of thoughts will pop up. If you have a journal, you can write it down. If not, you just allow and let your emotions and your thoughts flow. So that's what I do in that moment. And then the best part is when I start to observe how I feel at that present moment. What is the feeling? Sometimes nature is so powerful that just by sitting there, breathe in and breathe out, having your body relax, having your chest, the center of your chest relaxed, suddenly you feel that a tremendous of oxygen going into your body with that breath that comes with the flower smell, that comes with the leaf smells, that comes with that the water, the reflection of the water and of the lake, that a little bit of salty but not exactly like how you were at the beach. So that's where healing starts to kick in, because it's entirely silence. In that silent moment with nature, that's where healing starts to kick in. How I know your body relax, your emotions flow, and there are times out of the blue, tears will just run down. And that's exactly what happened to me. And in the article that I wrote for Under Body, Mind, Soul, Rekindle, I realized that in that silent moment of not doing anything, not having a song to listen to, not having my phone with me, what I did was I was just looking at a particular tree. And when I look at that tree, suddenly I just feel so connected with the tree, because at first, in the article, I actually did go into a very detailed description where you all can read it for free. Just go to bodymindsoul.com.my, go to the article section, look for Rekindle, and you can read it for free, okay? So at first, that I was so happy with the entire environment around me under the tree. The sun is beautiful, the sky is blue, and it's really beautiful. Everything is good. I'm feeling great. I have that time for myself. And I just look at this bald tree, this tree that is literally almost naked. Among the rest of the tree, the first thing was, it is so ugly. But I can't take my eyes off of it. I just keep looking at it. Suddenly, a piece of me just feel click. I just feel like as though I'm her. And then that's where realization starts to kick in. It's like, wow, if as though I am her, the first thought that I have of that naked tree was, it's so ugly. That's kicked me. Like, that's how I look at myself. And that's where tears start to flow. And I allowed myself at that moment to really flow and observe my emotions, observe my thoughts, and do some positive affirmation for myself, that's for sure. And of course, like what Eva over here shared on the screen. Also, I love Body Mind Soul quote shared in Telegram. Yeah, so there are lots of steps that was being shared in our Telegram channel as well. Afsadi, if you have not join our Telegram, you can also join our Telegram. Just search on Telegram Body Mind Soul Mag, and you should be able to find our logo, beautiful logo, the very colorful orange, green, and purple. And you just subscribe to it. You can also enjoy all the positive tips. Oh my God, Eva, I just saw your message. Positive, okay. Take care of yourself, Eva. I'm sure you have all the remedies that you need. Monitor yourself, and you know where you can reach us at any time. Okay, so let us know if you need anything. But it's good that you tune in as well. Hi Shirley, nice to see you over here. Yeah, so this is what I did. So I hope this can somehow help all of us to have more awareness when we go to the nature. It's not just about running. It's not just about sweating. It's not just about taking nice picture and then post it on your social media. It is much more than that we can do for ourselves. Just like what Asadi say over there. I hope I pronounced your name correctly, my dear. If you don't mind, can you please let me know what is your exact name, because that is what popped up on Instagram. So she said the sound of water flowing and wind, exactly. And those are the most beautiful orchestra music that is being orchestrated by Mother Earth, to heal us, to let us feel chill, relax, calm us down, let us rejuvenate ourselves, recharge ourselves, so that when we go back to our daily life, we have certain amount of calmness within us. And then over the weekend, if you want to, you can go back to a different park and explore it yourself. But with this awareness, when you breathe in, observe the thought, observe how your body react before you are being so conscious with your breath. Hi, Mazdi. Okay, now I will call you Mazdi. I hope to see you next week or even tomorrow on our Facebook or our YouTube, okay? Because tomorrow we also have our live talk. Eva over here. Thanks, Christina. Yes, definitely. Pray for a speedy recovery. Definitely. You know what, Eva, there are lots of breathing techniques that is being shared on our magazine article in the meditation as well. How can we meditate to have more peace and also raise our vibration, raise our mood as well? So if you need it, I'm sure our admin will be able to send you some of the guided meditation to help you to go through this with a lot more peacefulness. Okay, so let us know what you need. All right. So that's the beauty of rekindle with nature and rekindle with ourselves. Why it's important to rekindle with ourselves? Because oftentimes we put ourselves the least important. We don't really listen to the actual needs of our body, what exactly we need emotionally. We thought we need this, but we never pay attention to listen. That is where during the silence is the most awkward moment, because a lot of time we can't handle ourselves in silence because we are not willing. We are not willing to face the truth that our little heart or our little inner voice that wish to whisper to us, that wish to talk to us. And I would say it's a beautiful journey to actually listen to your inner voice, to actually listen to your deepest emotions. If you allow yourself, the best way is to do it in the nature, where you have the support of the wind, the earth, the nature, the flow of the river of the sound, everything. You have that, and you don't need anything else. Just by doing the most basic thing, the thing that everyone know how to do ever since you are birthed, it's called breath. Breathe in and breathe out in silence with nature. You can rekindle back with nature, and therefore you rekindle with yourself. Okay? So, yes, Eva, so just let us know, okay? And I want to share with everyone that Body Mind Soul is also running a free workshop, free online self-development workshop for Body Mind Soul community. It's free for everyone, but priority seats will be given to Body Mind Soul community. It's called Wisdom of Love from Within. It's happening on the 27th March. It's a Sunday from 4 to 6 o'clock with Michael Wong. Okay, if you have not seen him, you can catch back all the TGIF Men's Circle that he was there in the past 2 weeks. So in this 2 hours workshop, what you will be receiving is you will rediscover that, true love actually comes from within, and you can also expand your perception on the power of love. If you have been questioning yourself, what love is all about, I believe Wisdom of Love from Within is something that you wouldn't want to miss. And because the best part is it is online, it is via Zoom, you can actually attend it anywhere that you like. Of course, the last benefit is, you can use this love vibe, this love energy as a force to heal everything in your life. In that 2 hours, Michael Wong, who is a grief specialist from the Golden Space, Malaysia, is going to walk us through and guide us through how can we use the energy or the force of love, the power of love to actually heal everything in our life. And Asadi, you know what? Drop us a PM on Instagram so that I can drop you a link. Yeah, so that we can drop you a link for you to register as well if you are interested to join us. Okay, so that's one thing for March 27. Another thing is definitely happening will be tomorrow. I'm very excited. It's been a long while. I'm a little fan of Dr. Eva Wong. Every Saturday at 3 o'clock, we have Body Mind Soul Live Talk, where this round we actually invited Dr. Eva Wong, a PhD educational psychology. She will be joining us to talk about, the impact of a family dynamic on individual. Okay, so we will be giving different scenario, how certain scenario, how is that impact, will the dynamic of this family will impact on us and along our growing up journey. And then we become an adult, and maybe we actually bring it up to our next generation. I don't know. So this is something that is worth discussing. And if you are planning to have a family soon, or maybe that is something that is in your plan, it's good to know more and to explore more together with Dr. Eva. It will be happening at tomorrow, 3 o'clock, same place, on our Facebook as well as on our YouTube. So tomorrow we will not go live on Instagram. It will only be on Facebook and YouTube. Okay. So with that, I'll say, you know what, Eva, I wish you all the best and a speedy recovery. Asadi and Andrew, thank you for joining us. And I hope to see you on our workshop, the free online workshop, Wisdom of Love from Within, happening on the 27th March, 4 to 6 p.m. With that, I'll say goodbye and good night to everyone. See you tomorrow at 3 o'clock afternoon, Body Mind Soul Live Talk on our Body Mind Soul Magazine Facebook page, as well as on our YouTube channel. Search the same name, Body Mind Soul Magazine. Goodbye and good night. Have a good sleep, everyone. Bye-bye.